Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter. And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Let's go. 60 outlaw.
They gonna need some therapy.
Recon, 132 fighter.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards, good for his Saints first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Protein spill. Deep rip.
Off the bootleg. Lawrence. And Thomas has it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
You go tight. You got tight. Hit it. You got tight.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. From the gun, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. On first and 10, Pickens throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 44-yard line. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Here's Coleman. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. This from 54 yards away. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
They'll run on first down. Carlisle trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. It's a big play there for the Saints. 42 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Come on, baby.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
You remember me?
Fire.
From the gun, Lawrence to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal. He tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Hey, tighten down.
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence buying time to his left. He'll run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
90, Wolf.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Check 3.
General West.
2nd and 3. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down.
Gator.
Mike. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs.
Deep grip.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead now stands at 13. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pickens looking left side, and he's got a man. That's King. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And the Falcon first down.
Here we go. 15 on it. 15 on it. All day. Go. Check it out.
Throwing on first down. Pickens. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it, and he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down now, Carlisle. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Looking long for Thomas. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 41 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Brandon, would you say they went from agony to elation in just a few quick seconds on that play?
Probably thought they were about to give it up in the red zone and then touchdown.
Yeah, there is absolutely no way that they drew it up and said this is the way it's supposed to be done. It just happened.
But the end will justify the means. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
1st down, Falcons.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
Guys, it's game situation.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. They go play action here on first down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gary. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Brissett now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that
play. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He's got daylight. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
To throw again on second down. Brissett looking deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
First and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Pickens, and he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. The Falcons send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Returnable here from the 38. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Single.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with the tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Come on, set. Put the flag. 45. Cut. Hey, watch it.
1st down, Brissett. He's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Coming to you.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards. As he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Looking to throw. Pickens. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let him know.
Throwing again. Pickens. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball, but he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Has several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix with a pick, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Play fake, Brissett. He's got a man, complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for the Saints. 46 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Brissett. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. On first down, Vaughn. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together Charles and Knight. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Nate Gehring. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Vaughn. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. They'll run on first down. Carlisle able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. But he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Set 50, plant. Mike. Hey, check. Set, go.
And they take a knee. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Double time. Alert. 3 down.
Fire.
And they will take a knee here. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Double time. 3 down.
Now.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Come on, fellas.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
First down, Atlanta.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Pickens. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
First down.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Saints' 48-yard line.
47. Check, 47. Y'all not ready.
To throw on 2nd down, Pickens. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On 4th down, Pickens. It's caught. Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that... a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on.
And he coughed it up. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Set, ready? 10 Lobo.
Go. Go.
And they take a knee.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Leap river.
And they will take a knee here. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Hey. 4 down.
Hey, number 8's coming. Number 8's Mike.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Saints, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.